I'll burn some. I'll burn a Devocative in a minute. Some myrrh to let them release. Well, I'm feeling them leave. So, um, I try not to do celebrity readings because I just feel like a copycat. I feel like a Me Too person, and I have a history of being an asshole. There's been times in my life where I do the Me Too thing just to fuck your life. I used to be a little bit of a selfish, evil, maybe not evil, I've always been very loving. But like if I didn't like you or you did something to me or one of my friends and you had a business, for instance, I would open up a business right next door to you and drive you out a business. So to me, the Me Too was kind of like, oh, you're a priestess, I'm a priestess too. Oh, you have a YouTube tarot channel, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel too. That to me is the Me Too. And um, I'm aware when I do certain videos that I show up in the related videos feeds, and I don't mind showing up right next to your Angelic Karma's videos. I don't mind, but there's other videos where I don't want to show up, and I'll name my video one name, and then I'll see where I'm coming up, and I don't want to be next to those readers, so I'll go change the name of my video. So that's why I put why I don't do celebrity readings, even though we were talking about you know who conflict. Okay, conflict. So agendas. So it's like I remember when I used to advertise on Etsy. And then these punk ass, ratchet ass fucking readers would jump up on there and it's like I don't want my work next to these people. I'm not in the same caliber. I don't want to be next to Ratchet. And I love Ratchet to watch, but I'm not gonna market. I'm not gonna compete in the game of Ratchet. That's why I don't compete on price. And you know when you're going into business, if you ever went to business school, they tell you you need to be the biggest, the first, or the best. And I will always compete to be the best. I'm never gonna be the biggest. I'm a boutique priestess. I'm never gonna be the first. I am a Cancer, so I always have to push myself to get out there. So all that's left for me is the best. And to me, marketing is when there is a need and you provide a solution to that need. That's what creates the marketplace. Supply, demand. The supply is the solution you're providing to the need. That's the demand. So I'm not going to fulfill people's need to worship false idols because the celebrities are the demonic version of the stars. So the whole Illuminati, secret society, it's a good 70%, meaning 7 out of 10 celebrities that you see have in some way, shape, form, or another given of themselves, maybe even their soul, to be where they are, especially the ones making millions and millions and millions. All of them. The list of ones who aren't is a lot shorter than the ones that are. Hollywood, in and of itself, is demonic by intention. It was designed that way. And what the entertainment industry does is it lulls you to sleep and it reinforces the matrix. There's a law by the divine ones, the ancient ones, the rulers of this universe. It's called the rule of lesser magic. If you're going to con a soul into giving away their power, you need to tell them the truth of what they're engaging in. That's the law of lesser magic. So if you're going to do someone to ensnare someone like the Matrix, you need to tell them the truth. So that's why every movie the protagonist is missing their father. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, we're in the kingdom of heaven. Thy will be done. Collectively, the vibration that we're all vibrating at is what will manifest. If the goddess feels that 70% of the society is in hate, she will allow a hateful paradigm to be manifested in that reality. Earth is one of 12 different simultaneous realities going on. The creator is the 13th. Very similar to Ophiuchus, very similar to Jesus at the Last Supper. There's 12 disciples around them. I could go on and on and on and on and on, but I have an issue with Hollywood. Now, keep in mind, I worked in Hollywood. I was a child actor and I did commercials. I was a hand model. I was an underwear model. I worked on porn sets. I've been at those Hollywood hotel parties. I've had sex with celebrities at hotels myself. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. So I'm sensitive and cautious about these things, and I just dislike very strongly when I see these children hoping, wishing, and praying, trying to be like all these celebrities who have sold their soul to the devil. You don't want to be like that person. You can't take your millions and your billions of dollars with you to the next lifetime unless you're reptilian and you're born into the same bloodline again and again and again and again and again. I need to release. I need to. So, what are my findings and what are my findings are that it's the battle for your soul is what it is. I'm hearing that song. It's a fine day. People open windows. We're all being manipulated by the Vatican. The Pope is the king of the earth. I don't know the principalities of the Commonwealth, but I keep seeing the number 22. 22 is a gateway, is a door. Okay. So there's see, it's another 5 as well. And then look what's in the middle. So the gateway to the physical is owned by demons right now. And if you come out of the spiritual through this gate, the Legba gate, which is Eshu sometimes, which anything that comes through the Eshu gate in my practice, not everybody would agree, but anything, whenever Eshu comes up in my practice, there's some type of demonic tie. I'm hearing the song la da 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 dee da 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 la da 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 la da 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 dee da 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 la da 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 da. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine day tomorrow. Yes, it's a fine day. People open windows, they leave the houses. Just for that song's not going away. It's been going on for a few minutes. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. We're all waking up because they kept saying the youth, the youth, the youth, the youth, the youth. And I was watching. Y'all want to know who I watch for celebrity readings? I love her, and I don't do Haitian voodoo, so I don't use her for her practices. But like, and I'm not in love. I don't need a soulmate. I am my own soulmate. My soulmate's in heaven. I'm married to the sea spirits. So my husband lives in the ocean. So that's this that. So I don't go to your angelic karma for readings because it takes forever to get to her. I have a priestess that I go to. She trained me too. So she's who I go to for readings. I also have an African priestess who I go to for Ifa. But I would go to your angelic karma if she were more accessible. I would go to Linda G, the Comanche. So look her up. Linda G, the Comanche psychic. 3 Hoodoo sisters. Aphrodite Stone, the Starseed Healer, and Your Angelic Karma. Those are who I endorse. Now, I was super into Hidden Lotus Tarot. I like her a lot. I just can't watch videos where they're explaining too much. So I don't watch Varouche. But I do go look at their Instagram. So I follow Varouche on Instagram. I subscribe to the newsletter on Hidden Lotus Tarot. I just can't be, I need you to have a conversation with me. I don't want you to try to teach me anything. That is just my personal preference. But those are the people that I tend to like. I still like Christelle Martinet. But for whatever reason, my spirits are like, please don't get guidance from her. Like I was gonna, before I knew that I could open up people's Akashic record, I was about to go to her, and then I started getting some clients of hers towards me, and it wasn't, there's nothing negative about her. I just, what my spirits were telling me was kind of like, when you guys both go back to the spiritual, you're both elders, but the funny thing is you have more seniority, and I don't see it. I don't hear it. I would love to be a doctor. I would love to be a metaphysician. I would love to be, you know, I like what she's doing. I like the way she's put her business together. I love the Italian language. I love that she worked for the UN. I love her style. I love how she dresses. I love that she had red hair. I think she's beautiful. I'm attracted to everything about her, Christelle Martinet. But for whatever reason, the spirits are putting a block. So I have to do what I'm told or I'll get smacked down. All right. But if you need to know where you can go for those things, 3 Hoodoo Sisters does celebrity readings. Linda G, the Comanche Psychic, does political readings. There's the Ivanka, the psychic medium. Ivana, the psychic medium. She lives in Toronto, Montreal. She's good too. I like her. She checks out. So, just in case you need to know, because I won't be doing a lot of celebrity readings. When there's world events like catastrophes, volcanoes going off, these children in asylums, those types of things, I'll do those readings, and it won't be in the temple. Y'all hear me? It'll be Priestess Gorgeous. It ain't gonna be Vertice de la Abundanza. Vertex of Abundance is not involved in that. Vertex of Abundance is a sacred news channel for news behind the veils that impact the collective. We are a collective of devotees of the goddess. This is some ratchet fucking bullshit. You understand me? Celebrity readings are ratchet fucking bullshit. And I may dip my toe in the water every now and again. Okay? I'm just saying that it's going to be according to my discretion. And I was asked personally to come to the table by you know who. I try not to say the name too many times, especially when I just release them. So, and I need to say this, I don't talk about a person if I don't like them. So just because I said, I can't really watch their channel, if I'm mentioning their name, I'm saying go to them. People get it twisted. I'm like a Virgo that way. If I don't like you, I'll just tell you to your face that you're crap anymore. And if I'm nitpicking on something that you're doing, it means I like it. I'm not gonna come right out and say it. I don't encourage behavior that I don't like. And to me, perfect practice makes perfect. If your form is nasty, if your technique is ratchet, I'm gonna let you know. That's how I roll. Okay? Peace, light, love, unity, harmony, and resplendent grace. Right, right. It feels to me like I am profiting off of something that it makes me feel unethical. No, they're happy. They're like, you're solid, you're secure, you're on point, stick with it. What is on the grounds of what? Yep. Do your work, be in alignment with yourself. Right. I want to lead us out of the dark into the light. I want to be the psychic Moses. Okay? I will part the Red Sea if it's alive in me to do so. You hear what I'm saying? What I'm saying. Okay. I love you, lovelies. Take good care of yourself. It's been an honor and a pleasure. We are right. It was not a suicide. It was a sacrifice. It was a murder. Spiritual murder. Nine of Swords is a spiritual murder. See, one thing that I see in the Nine of Swords, because there's all that darkness in the background, that's being haunted by spirits. That's literally like you're getting haunted. It's not your anguish, people are being cruel to you. No. Girl, there's a demon in your closet. The boogeyman is underneath your bed, child. Better call your angels. Better get a temperance card up out on the board. All right? Peace be with you. Take good care. Namaste, Dandavat, and Ashe. Au revoir. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen.